Shalom. My camera had shut off, so I'm back at you with the rest of this lesson. And what I was saying was Proverbs 3 and 31, right? Reading again, it said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. So all these heathen nations, right? The Lord created 18 nations. 18 nations. The 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, makes up one nation. The other 17 nations, they all had us in oppression. They all oppressed us. They all had us in captivity. So the Lord say, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. That means none of their ways. All 17 nations. Now, the Edomites, the so-called white race, they are the only neighbors of the Israelites who the Lord will show no mercy to. And he's going to destroy all the nation of Edom. Okay? All the other nations, they will go back into their lands. The Elamites, which are the East Indians, okay, the Pakistanians and all them, the Elamites, the Ishmaelites, which are the Arabs, the Moabites, which are the Chinese, and the Ammonites, which are the Japanese, okay. Oh, the Hamites, which are the Africans. They are all want to go back into their land, but they will pay the Israelites tributaries forever. They will be tributaries unto us, okay, bringing us their substances, okay, bringing us their substance. They all their, they're gonna be praying. They're gonna be tributaries to us, okay, giving us portions of everything that they have. How it's gonna be set up, okay, that we'll know that in that time, but they will all be paying. They all will be tributaries unto us. The only nation that will be totally destroyed is the Edomites, because they had us in captivity the longest. Okay? And it tell you in Zephaniah 1 and 5 that they help for the affliction. Okay, how did they help? When they helped the Babylonians take us down, man. Okay? They help for the affliction, man. So why would our people want to be joined to these heathens, man? Okay, celebrating that, and these pagan holidays is not from the heathens, man, and not from the Edomites. The Edomites stole all these customs from other nations, man. Okay, they stole these customs, man. They are not original in nothing, man. They steal everything. Let me find this precept. Let me see. This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased. He said he was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Okay? They helped forward the affliction, man. Because it tell you in Psalm 137 that they told the Babylonians to raise it, man. I mean, destroy it, take it down. Bring them down to the ground, man. Okay? That's what the Lord said in Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. That's why the Lord say, ye help to forward the affliction, man. And look what they did to us in slavery. When so-called Lincoln let us go, which that wasn't the case. The Emancipation, the Proclamation, however you pronounce it, they sent out the goon squad, man. Okay? They established the KKK to kill off all the Jakes that was free, man. Because they didn't want to see Jake go free, man. So they rather kill him than let him go to the north and start working for the up north Edomites, man. Okay, going to the Union, start building all the skyscrapers and what have you. So they help forward the affliction on everything, man. These Edomites, they had some captivity the longest, man. And you people want to keep want to stay joined to these damn heathens, man. These peoples are the wicked, man. They are cursed, okay? The Lord said they are cursed, man. They are cursed of the Lord, man. Cursed are the wicked of the Lord, man. They are the cursed ones. Thus saith the scriptures. I read it to you, man. Okay? They are cursed, man. And you can read that in Psalm 34 and 5, man. They are cursed. We do not supposed to be trying to be joined to some leprosy dogs, man. Okay? Some pale face, no pigment, no melanin demons, man. Blood eating demons, man. You people, you love these Edomites, man. Okay? You love these Edomites. And you're going to be jacked up for that, man. When you go to the entomology, man, okay, and look up these words, man. Look up Stockholm Syndrome, man. Okay? Stockholm Syndrome is when you jakes love your oppressor, man. You love the one that held you hostage. So you want to stay joined to his customs, man. Well, the Lord say, all the sinners of his people shall die by the sword. Okay? You always talking about you love the Lord. I read it to you, man. The Lord say, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. He said, you do honor me with your lips and your mouth, but your heart is far from me. So you peoples want to keep these customs, following after these heathens, man. The Lord is going to kill you, man. And you shall die grievous deaths. And you know what else? The Lord said, pray not for these people, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 11. And I'm going to read that. This is Jeremiah chapter 11. Verse 14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me, for their trouble. Okay? Listen, man. The Lord said, don't even pray for these people, man. Don't even pray for them, man. Because they wicked. Because he tell you this in Jeremiah 16 and 4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, meaning the birds, and for the beasts of the field, meaning your wolves, your coyotes, okay? All type of animals, man. And this is going to be the time of Jacob trouble when people going to be laying out here dead everywhere, man. Okay? Like you see in these Walking Dead movies and all these other TV shows. Okay? They're going to be... Or when you watch the movie Bushwick, man. Okay? With the wrestler Batista. Listen, man. That movie Bushwick, it's going to be just like that in that day, man. Okay? It's going to be serious times, man. Serious times. And your body's gonna be laid on the street like dung, man. Hey, look what happened to Mike Brown, man. He was laid out there for a while before they even moved his body, man. Okay? That was symbolizing that dung upon the face of the earth, man. Just laid out, man. Okay? All you people, man, the Lord is gonna jack you up, man. Okay? The Lord is finna jack you up, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 9. In verse 20, it said, yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women. This dealing with you women, man. Because you, hey, you are the worst of the worst, man. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces. When it says has entered into our palaces, meaning where we stay at, man. Okay, our living area. To cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Okay. Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field. Talking about you men. It's talking about you women that got these men, these thugs and gangsters. They gonna die, man. And all you who got men that's in the Navy, the Marines, the Army, or the Air Force, or any 5 branches of the military, they are going to be destroyed, man. Okay? Again, speak thus saith the Lord Yahweh, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them. Okay? Listen, man. So all you women, you better teach your daughters, because if not, they're going to be destroyed, man. Hey, this is Amos. This is Amos chapter 7 and verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Meaning your wife gonna be tricking. And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. Okay? Why? Because you will not hearken to the Lord, man. Let's prove that. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. Meaning with all these pagan holidays, you're rejecting it. You're rejecting what the Lord say. You are rejecting what his prophets tell you. You are rejecting it. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Talking about the elect men, talking about the men. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. That's why I read the precept about your kids. Your sons and daughters shall die in the streets. Because he said, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Lord, I will also forget thy children. Meaning your children ain't going to make it. That's why I tell you in Jeremiah 16, don't even have no kids in this place. And to tell you that in the Apocrypha 2 in Ecclesiastes, man, it's better not to have kids than to have kids that's going to be wicked, man. Okay? Listen, man. Because you want to stay joined and not seek out the knowledge, the Lord said he will also forget your children. And he's going to jack you up, man. Because you're trusting in the tradition of men. I'm going to read this one more time, man. Okay, I'm going to read this again and again and again, man. This is Mark chapter 7, verse 7. Howbeit do they worship me? It said, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching the doctrine of commandments of men, for laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the tradition of men. Full well you reject the commandments of God, that you may keep your own traditions, man. And that's what y'all doing. Okay, part 2, Christmas is the tradition of men. This is what you people doing, man. You're keeping the tradition of men, and the Lord is going to kill you for that, man. When I say he's going to destroy you, hey, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. And it reads, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, man. He's not coming back with no peace, man. For all you dummies that believe that what your pastor tell you, man. The Lord is coming back to kill, to slay. Okay? Let's get it, man. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For all you who don't understand these scriptures, man. This is Isaiah 66 verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots, which the so-called white man call UFOs or spaceships, they are called chariots, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Listen, man. So, in all of you who taught out there that the Lord coming back with peace, I just read to you in the New Testament, man. The Lord ain't coming back with no peace, man. The Lord is coming back to bring judgment, man. Okay? This is Isaiah 13 and verse 6. And it reads, it said, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Meaning they're going to have heart attacks, man. Because they ain't going to believe what they're about to see, what's about to happen, man. Okay? They ain't going to believe it, man. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Okay? Listen, man. It's about to go down, man. Okay? All you demons, man, the Lord is going to jack you up, man. Okay? Once again, Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, man. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. And listen, let me tell you something. Let's make this clear. For all you who keeping the custom of the heathens, that means you are not trying to be under the rulership. You are not trying to be under the submission of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Okay? You are not trying to be under our Lord and Savior, man. You want to be following after the heathen. So guess what the Lord said in Luke? I'm finna get it. This is Luke chapter 19 verse 27. This is for all you that don't want to follow after the ways of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Luke 19 and 27. He said, but those my enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So the Lord say, all you who he considered his enemies, he said that were not that I should reign over them. Meaning, you don't want to submit to Yahweh Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? Ye that despise the words of the Lord. He said, bring hither and slay them before me, man. Now I read to you in Isaiah 66 and 15 and 16, when it said the slain of the Lord shall be many. He said the same thing in the New Testament, man. Okay? Show you how it's precept upon precept. The Old Testament ain't done away with. The New Testament done away with. It's one covenant, man. Testament mean covenant, man. Okay? Old covenant, new covenant. One covenant, man. But those my enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Okay, he said the slain of the Lord shall be many in Isaiah 66, man. So for all you who want to keep these customs, man, hey, you know what? Enjoy yourself, man. And he told the heathen, he told the Edomites, when you read in Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21, he said, rejoice and be glad, O daughter Edom. Okay? So all you want to, beautiful precept. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. And this is, now this right here, this is physical. Okay? This is literal. This is Isaiah 13 verse 15. Every one that is found shall be thrust through. Talking about the Edomites, all the heathen nations. Okay? And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. How are you joined to the Edomites? Y'all joined with them physically, okay? And mentally, man. Spiritually. You joined to their customs. Okay? The traditions of men. So, the Lord say, everyone that is joined unto them, meaning if you hang out with them, okay, you go bowling and shopping and partying and drinking with them, okay? Hey, you're going to die right along with them same heathen that you love kicking it with, man. Okay? So we supposed to use this world, not abuse it, man. Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Envy thou not the oppressor, choose none of his ways. Okay? Be not unequally, 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, man. We don't supposed to take no part. If our family members is keeping these customs, man, you supposed to separate yourself from them. Point blank, period, man. You supposed to separate yourself from your family members, man. Okay? Let's get that, man. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variances against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man foes shall be they of his own household, man. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. Okay? Listen, man. The Lord come to separate, man. So you don't supposed to be joined to your family members, man. Okay, I don't care if you just going to get a plate of food from them, man. Listen, go get you something to eat from somewhere else, man. Okay? Get you something to eat from somewhere else, man. Don't even get no plate, man. You still taking part in that ritual, man. In them sacrifices. Okay? In this pagan ritual, man. If you ain't cooking the food yourself, listen, man. Don't get no food from your family members on Thanksgiving, on celebrate July the 4th barbecuing or Christmas, man. Don't get no food, man. Because you are still partaking in the pagan holiday, man. I don't care how you feel or what you say, man. You are still taking part in that pagan custom, man. Period. Period, man. It's wicked. We should not do it, man. We should not be a part of it. Okay, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the Ak and pushing this truth about the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwak for listening and learning. I got two more precepts. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 32, and it reads, but call to remembrance the former days, okay, in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. So when you came into this truth, man, you was illuminated, man. That makes you above and beyond, man. Okay? You are not the same person you was in the world, man. Now, precept to that, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, let me see. Baruch chapter 4 said, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And you're going to be destroyed for keeping these pagan customs, man. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Okay? Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. And what do our people do, man? They're following after the strange nations, man. I got another precept just hit me too. I gotta find it real quick, and I gotta bring this out as well. I think it's in Jeremiah. Okay, this Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thy ways to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Listen, man. Why trimmest thy ways to seek love? Hey, you trying to be a part of something, man. You Jakes want to be a part of something. Why trimmest your ways to try to be as the heathens, man? When the Lord said you should not be joined to the heathens. Period, man. I read to you in Isaiah 13 and 15, say, everyone that is joined to them shall be thrust through, man. You shall fall by the sword, man. Okay, so if you keeping these customs, you still joined to the Edomites. You still joined to the heathen nations, man, because you're keeping their customs. Okay? If you're joined to them literal or in a mental, spiritual sense, you're still joined to the customs of the heathens, man. And the Lord is going to kill you for that. All the sinners of the Lord shall die by the sword. All of you who honor the Lord with your mouth and your lips, but your heart is far from him, man. Okay? Meaning your mind is far from the Lord. Okay? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. Call him while he is near. And so with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.